Well. I guess Wade Robinson and that other dude is not the only people that Dave Chappelle has ticked off. Apparently now, the SJW'S and members of the alphabet community is now going in on his special. Complaining about Netflix, how you should skip this special and stuff. Which, do you fools realize that by doing all this, you're actually bringing more attention? See, that's another thing. I understand protest. But you yelling and hollering is actually having the opposite effect. That's why I think the whole SJW, the whole feminist movement and all this, I think it's starting to wear thin on a lot of people. And I think the Dave Chappelle special was actually a breath of fresh air for a lot of people, because he is saying, and I enjoyed the special personally. I think he is saying a lot of things that we personally are feeling but don't want to say for fear of either offending somebody or maybe losing your job, or you getting yourself, or maybe getting stuck in the job that you're in when you're trying to get somewhere higher that you know you deserve, but because of the climate and politics, you have to keep your mouth shut about certain things. I think Chappelle honestly is saying a lot of stuff that a lot of people across the board. I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're straight. I wouldn't be surprised if some gay people even agreed with him. Even some women probably agree with him. I think he's saying a lot of things that I think a lot of people want to say. And honestly, what he does is in comedy. Now, I'll admit, sometimes some comedians do go too far. But and Chappelle is probably going to make a lot of enemies with this special. But you know what? There's an old saying that the late wrestler Bruiser Brody once said to somebody, and I'm paraphrasing it. He said, if you've made enemies in your lifetime, that's good. Because that means you actually stood up for something somewhere in your life. I think that's the way Dave Chappelle, I don't think he's intending to be some civil rights leader or nothing like that. But in a lot of ways, like I said, in a lot of ways, I think he is saying a lot of stuff that I think a lot of people right now in this climate want to say. That's why I said at the beginning of this video, his comedy, the stuff on the Michael Jackson, to the gay community, to stuff on R. Kelly, to the Jussie Smollett thing, and a lot of other stuff that's getting people hot in the pants, hot and bothered and hot and mad. I think it's stuff that we want to say, honestly. So no, and all you're doing by complaining about it is bringing attention to the comedy special. Plus, here's one thing: what makes you cats think you're so special that you can't get picked on or joked on? I've known people, myself included, that were picked on just because we were available. They would target it just because we were available. You know what we was always told? Oh, suck it up. You need to get a thicker skin. Even though something should have been done. We was always told to shut up and suck it up. And stuff. Even when it was really for no reason. But you guys who have gone around now, if he just went along and just, said N-word all through there, joking about just black people, you wouldn't have said nothing. Yet, the minute he says something about y'all want to get all offended. It's kind of like a few years ago when the WWE, remember when they had that We the People, kind of like take a jab at the right wings? with the whole border patrol and their extreme views and stuff. When they used Dutch Mantel and Jack Swagger in that angle, and a lot of the right wing people were mad and this and that. I said the same thing then. I thought to myself, wait a minute. Oh, you was cool as long as Vince McMahon was making fun of Mexicans, black people, going up to John Cena right in front of Booker T going, "What's up, my nigga?" I mean, oh yeah, as long as he was doing that, you was good. But the second he made a parody about y'all want to get butthurt and in your feelings. What is with these groups to think that somehow they're special? And yeah, I might provoke a few religious nuts by saying this, but if Jesus Christ himself, the Son of God, was targeted by mortal people in his day, way back in the day, what makes you think you are going to be excluded, or somehow you're going to be given a pass, or somehow you're special? No, this was the Son of God, and he got targeted and picked on. Heck, he got hung on a cross with nails in his hands. So if you think that if they did that to him, what makes you think human beings ain't gonna eventually come for you? And they ain't taking you near, they ain't hanging you on a cross, they ain't putting a crown of thorns on your head, they ain't whipping you with a cat o' nine tails, they're just making jokes. So in that regard, I was like, you know what, have several seats. Maybe it's you that needs to grow a thicker skin. I still will support Dave Chapelle. And plus, like I said, if you look at that man's history, he's always done that. Go back and look at his comedy stand-ups from the 2000s. His stuff he did on the Chapelle Show. Or even the stuff he did on Netflix just a year or two ago. He basically did some of the same stuff. And no one said jack. But now they want to raise hell about this. Get up out of here. Anyway, I'm out. Leave your comments in the comment section.